Hey, I'm Fucci and welcome to Tiny Kitchen Big Taste. We have a very, very special guest in the TK straight from the ATL. We've got my sister Barb.
Hello.
You know, I had planned for you the most incredible, most delicious, most unhealthy recipe, and old Miss Fitness here, she put the old kibosh on it.
I tell you, I did not come all the way from Atlanta, Georgia to Los Angeles, California to make something unhealthy. That's just not going to happen.
We're making something healthy but great tasting today. What are we making?
Oh, I'm so proud of this recipe. We're making power pancakes. And I tell you what, who does not love an amazing pancake breakfast? Warm,
pancakes.
Comfortable, cozy, great food, but you feel kind of heavy and sluggish after you eat them. And what I've done is take the taste and the comfort food of pancakes and kind of revamp the recipe to include two amazing protein sources, some slow release carbs, fiber, all these great ingredients that's going to leave you feeling energized and ready to take on your day.
I don't even know what a slow release carb is, but I can't wait to find out. Do you want to get this show kicked off?
Yeah, I think we should bring it.
So what you're gonna need is oatmeal, cottage cheese, egg whites, an apple, cinnamon, nutmeg, coconut flour, vanilla, and for our smashed banana syrup, a banana and maple syrup.
You'll also need a blender, a frying pan, a spatula, a small bowl, a potato smasher, which is optional, and a sharp knife.
98, 99,
Slow down, brother.
And this is ridiculous.
Ridiculously fun.
You know, I'm happy to have you here, although I have
you.
invited you onto the show at least
Zero.
at least 5.
0 times.
4 times.
Never.
3, 2, 1. I've invited you on the show and I'm happy you finally showed up.
Not only have you not invited me on your show, but you've referenced basically everybody in our family, including grandparents, cousins, friends.
It's true.
Put pictures up of them, and I
picture
bet
up.
your audience doesn't even know I'm around.
Look right here, I've got your picture right behind this one.
Oh yeah, covered up by his own face.
Okay,
That's
we
how
won't
he
do it
treats-
covered up behind my face.
Oh my gosh, take that down. You are so mean.
I only tease her because I love her. And I love this recipe too,
Thank you.
which she tried to first sell as healthy pancakes, which just...
Don't ever tell it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they are good though. How did you
Thank
first
you.
come up with the recipe?
Oh, so, well, you know, I've been a personal trainer for a
yes.
long, long time, and my clients were always asking me for recipes that were nutritious but simple. Breakfast seemed to be the hardest meal to find something creative to give them.
Yeah.
So basically, I just started playing around with a few of my favorite ingredients, and I tested it out on my young children.
And if the kids love it?
I tell you, when they asked me to make another batch, I knew I was onto something. So.
Well, that is cool. How do we get
you.
started?
It's easy. All you do is cut up the Fuji apple, or should I say Fuchi apple.
Fuji apple. I am the chef. I will cut up the Fuji apple.
Skin and all, skin and all.
And then we'll throw that in. Then what?
Pour in the egg whites.
All right, can you use regular eggs?
Absolutely. In fact, egg yolks actually do have some nutritional value, but they also have a lot of fat. So most of my clients were looking for low-fat options.
Okay.
I prefer to use the whites myself. Okay.
Cool. And then what's next?
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Low fat, of course. You can get some low salt varieties to take the sodium out of it.
Now this was the ingredient that I always questioned.
You won't even know it's in there, and it adds moisture and density. It's so delicious.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So let's put in vanilla next.
Vanilla.
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
And cinnamon to taste, you know.
I like a lot of cinnamon.
Yeah, I do too.
And then we'll blend
I
it
would
up.
give it a quick blend before we
Okay.
add the dry ingredients. Get that apple all around us. So now you have your base.
Okay.
I've actually snuck in carrots before, make it
Ooh.
like a carrot cake texture. My kids loved that, but it's you know, you can get creative with this if you like.
She once used green beans.
I did, and nobody knew it. It was amazing. Nobody knew.
We're not using green beans
We're not
today.
gonna do that for
Not
you
in my
guys.
kitchen. All right, what's next?
All right, add the oats.
And this is regular oats?
Yeah,
or-
just whole grain oats. Do not use the instant.
Okay.
They're thinner, they don't have the fiber, they're not as nutritious. Yep. And then I used to use the recipe just like that.
Okay.
But I decided I wanted it a little bit thicker. My kids like a little bit thicker pancakes, so I added some coconut flour, which adds a little bit of sweetness, but also some density.
Really fine.
You can use almond flour. You can be creative with the types, but this keeps it gluten-free as well for those of you on special diets.
Cool. Then we blend?
Absolutely. Blend it all
This
together.
is easy.
So easy.
All right. Now let's look at this. How's the consistency?
Oh, perfect.
Let's get these things cooked up.
Woohoo! So we've got a frying pan on medium heat that's been heating up for a little while, and we're gonna go ahead and take our batter.
Okay.
Pour it in. And of course it depends whatever size pancake you like, but what I like to do is kind of thin it out a little bit because they can tend to get thick in the center.
We're using a non-stick pan, but if you don't have non-stick, no problem. Just go ahead and spray it with a little non-stick cooking spray.
That's right.
Now, how long do we cook it on this side?
You want to cook it until it's brown on the bottom, so you can tell that it's getting brown when you start seeing these bubbles. And you can always kind of reach under and give it a little check. This looks like it's doing well. Flip it over. Oh, perfect.
Beautiful.
See, you'd never know that there were healthy ingredients built into this power pancake, would you?
Not at all. And so the same thing here, we're just gonna look at the bottom, see when it gets brown?
Yep, exactly.
All right, why don't we finish the rest of these up?
Sounds good.
So we've got your beautiful stack of flapjacks here.
Thank
It's my
you.
favorite part now, the smashed banana syrup.
Yeah, so this is a recipe that was actually created by my husband.
Mark, love you, brother.
Yeah, he really made it as a treat for the kids, but for me, I look at it as there's added potassium in bananas, which is also going to give the pancakes a little bit more of a nutritional boost. And
I think of it as syrup.
It's a lot of fun to make. All right, so cut up the banana. Just give me a half of one. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Throw it in.
Voila.
So now we take our syrup, maple syrup preferably. We sprinkle it over our bananas.
Or we just dump the whole thing in.
Or you could dump it, but sprinkling seems more fun.
Yeah, it does.
You take your fancy banana masher or a fork, whichever is most convenient for you. The masher, is my personal opinion, is the most fun. You just kind of mash it up. Let's plate it up.
So check these out, Barb's Power Pancakes and Mark's Smashed Banana Syrup. Go get the recipe for these. It's available on our website. You can also check us out.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to my awesome brother's channel.
And comment below.
Oh yes, if you love it, tell them how great my recipe is.
Until next time, I'm Fuchi.
I'm Fuchi too, Fuchi Maimon.
Reminding you that if we can make power pancakes in a kitchen this tiny, you can make it in yours. We'll see you
can
next
do
time on Tiny Kitchen.
Big taste, baby!
In the ite, well, let's give it back.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's bubbly gob. Bring it!